Hello and welcome to Terraria. My name is Todd, also known as the Magic, and this is of course Terraria. Last time we left off, I had just started exploring the jungle after defeating the mechanical bosses and gathered up enough chlorophyte to create myself a chlorophyte magic set. This time around, we're going to be exploring the jungle some more. We're mostly going to be collecting chlorophyte for a melee set, because with the fact that I now have the yelts, it may actually be beneficial for me to go melee instead of magic to fight Plantera, considering how good the Yelts is. If I manage to get enough chlorophyte in this run, we'll see that. I'm also going to be collecting life fruits and looking for Plantera bulbs. If I can manage to find a Plantera bulb, collect enough chlorophyte for the melee set, and gather up a good number of life fruits, then we will probably fight Plantera next time. I'm just hoping that I don't get murdered by something silly. Which, considering how silly the jungle can be at times, maybe I will get myself murdered, you never know. Let's see, I want to create a chlorophyte melee set, a normal chlorophyte melee set, which is the one that is just chlorophyte, and then I also do want to try and create a turtle one, so I will be trying to kill the turtles. Because there's those two different sets. The turtle set is more defensive based, and the normal melee set is more offensive based. Usually in Terraria I prefer the more offensive based stuff, but this time we might go turtle just because we're on expert and all of that, and doing a playthrough of this with that in mind makes it a little bit more difficult. I guess I can pop my potion here. It should be fine. Some chlorophyte there. Oh, and a life fruit. Let me just get on in here. So, I also forgot to use my summon. So I haven't made a video for a good couple weeks now. I took a break for Christmas and New Year's, if that doesn't already date this video. I also had some unfortunate events befall me during that time. I had an animal that I loved greatly pass away during that time, and I had that animal for quite a long time. So I was very much so attached to them, and during that time, because of all that happening, and of course the holidays, I just decided that the best thing to do would be to take a good long break for my mental health. So I took a couple weeks off from recording and decided to just kind of take it easy. I didn't see any reason that I had to update or upload anything because of the fact that I don't get too many views on these videos anyway, so I wasn't super worried about it. So I figured might as well just take a break, get my mental health under check, and then come back to it when I feel a little bit more stable. And I felt pretty good today, so I decided I would just go ahead and do what I usually do. All I can say is that if you're out there and you've just recently lost someone, whether it be due to the COVID-19 pandemic that just recently happened, or like me, a pet just recently passed away, definitely make sure you keep yourself in check and you take care of your mental health and make sure that everything goes alright. Wish you the best through these trying times. A lot of people are suffering, and it's understandable, and there's a lot of people out there who would definitely sympathize, so don't ever think that you're alone. If you need to talk to somebody, definitely go and get help. There's definitely a lot of resources out there for people who are struggling, especially right now. So that's just my word to you. Definitely don't want to lose any more people, of course. If you've already lost someone, you don't want to add to that, especially not if you've got family or friends who care about you. And even if you don't, it's still best that you just stick around, because there's definitely the potential that you'll meet someone amazing someday, and you'll really care about them, whether they just be a lover or a friend or something of that nature. So don't ever doubt that one day you'll find somebody who cares about you, because they're definitely out there somewhere. Alright, that's enough sappy talk for me. I just wanted to get that out there because of how I've been feeling as of late, and just wanted to spread that message. We managed to kill a mimic just a second ago, and we got a magic dagger. I think the magic dagger is better than a crystal storm. I'm not 100% positive. One thing I can say about the magic dagger is it is infinite. It is insanely fast. It doesn't have auto fire, and it kind of has a trajectory. The upside to using it though is that it does a lot more damage. So we'll try and use it for a little bit here. If we find that it's not as good, we'll quickly get rid of it. Shouldn't be too bad to use it for a little bit though. The magic dagger is a very good weapon in my opinion, as it is quite good for any magic user. Even just like non-magic users can use it because of how low its mana cost is and how much damage it does. I'd say it's quite good. We've got 100 chlorophyte. I haven't seen any Plantera bulbs. I haven't really been paying too much attention though. I haven't seen any more life fruit, and same message as last time. I haven't really been paying too much attention. I've been mostly just running around getting some chlorophyte. As you can see, I just shred people with this thing. The magic dagger is quite good against even high level or hard mode enemies in the jungle, as of the fact that its a weird trajectory actually kind of works for it in the way that it is able to hit things that would be mostly out of your reach otherwise, because it's weird fall off a lot of the time. It's definitely not perfect though, so I'm assuming it'll always hit your enemies. It is quite good. Just gotta make sure not to get too hit here. These giant tortoises are definitely the major thing you don't want to get hit by if you can avoid it. I feel like I've stated that in the past, so I'm not going to go over it again too much. Let's get a... Did I waste that? I might have wasted that potion. I was pretty sure that we didn't have the effect anymore. I was pretty sure it fell off. At least I wasn't seeing anything. I hope I didn't waste that potion just now. Oh well. Wow, there's just not a lot around here, is there? How much have we explored over here? So one thing I do when I'm playing Terraria and I'm trying to look for new stuff is I just look at my map. I pull up my big map, and I take a look at the areas that I haven't seen. Like this area here I haven't explored, but it's obviously jungle, from what I can tell. So I'll just go over there and try and get more of it that way. Wow, my Queen Slime item that shoots out little slime balls worked some real magic there. The pocket mirror is a funny thing. It's an item that was quite recommended because of petrification from the Medusas being quite bad, but it doesn't add into anything. There's no item that you can make from it, so you have to just use an accessory slot just for dealing with Medusas, which really isn't worth it. There is an item out there which is very good at dealing with multiple different effects. It's known as the Ankh Shield, and oh, there's a life fruit over there. We need to get to that. The Ankh Shield deals with like burning, confusion, slow, frozen, the slow from frozen, which is like, I think the same as just normal slow, if I'm not mistaken. It deals with just about any enemy debuff that can be prevented from like the prevention items. The Ankh Shield is how you prevent those debuffs from enemies. And the Ankh Shield's a very good item, but it doesn't use the mirror, which is kind of weird because of the fact that you would think it would, and it would also be quite useful if it did. Maybe like upgrading the Ankh Shield into like the mirror shield or something like that. Or maybe it would be something even sillier, like the True Reflector. I don't know. Maybe it would have a chance to cause enemies to take those debuffs if you reflected a debuff. Maybe. That would be an interesting item at the very least, but with the fact that Terraria is not really going to have too many more updates in the future, it's unlikely that we'll get items like that, unless they're modded in. But Terraria does have a wonderful modding community, and I originally started this series as a modded series, so I'm sure you can take a look at format some of the mods that I had in that previous series. I will not be doing another modded series just because of the fact that I have some plans in the future, and I'm not sure if they will really another modded series would really fit into that. So this normal Terraria series, I think, is just better in my opinion. I still have yet to see any Plantera bulbs, which is kind of unfortunate. Really hoping I'll eventually see a Plantera bulb, as it's what we're really after. Did I make sure to use up that life fruit? Yeah, I did. What else? Yeah, I guess we're mostly just going to be in this series waiting for a Plantera bulb to spawn. I just got to find a Plantera bulb. That's really the biggest problem that we're having, is that we can't seem to find one of them. If we can find a Plantera bulb, then we'll be pretty good at that point. Maybe we need to go re-explore some of the previous jungle that we'd explored. Worst comes to worst, I will explore here in the future myself, off camera of course, and find a Plantera bulb, and then I'll build a boss arena around it on camera, and then we'll fight Plantera that way. That'll probably be how things go down if I'm not able to find one in a reasonable amount of time here. I may also decide to just find a bunch of life fruit off camera as well. So I will definitely talk about that if that's the case. I've definitely shown off enough life fruit so you guys know what they are, what they look like, and how to find them yourself. Spelunker potions are your best friend here in the jungle, in the hard mode jungle especially, because wandering aimlessly is a good way to die. Good way to get yourself killed. Definitely want to have a Spelunker potion going if possible. 2, 1, and there goes my Spelunker potion. Speaking of, we'll use another one. If I manage to use up this Spelunker potion and I haven't found a Plantera bulb, I'll probably just call it there, as I don't want this episode to be too long, and I'm mostly just exploring. So it's not like this stuff's all that integral for you guys to watch. I did get enough turtle shells, so we have that going for us. Let's find out what's in this chest. Some spikes, archery potions, nothing really important. Alright, let's go up here, grab these, see if there's anything else up here. Not seeing too much. How much chlorophyte do we have? 173. That's pretty good. What else? Ooh. Oh, I took a lot of damage from something there. I don't know what I took so much damage from. But I do not want to get hit again. At least not at the moment. We'll just sit in this honey for a second. As you can see, that little bolt that just shot out at that skeleton archer, that was the chlorophyte armor effect. It's quite good, it does a lot of damage, as you can see. As long as it has line of sight, it will try and fire at any enemy that's close enough to you. Let's just cut our way through here. I think we're reaching the end. Yeah, we're reaching the end of the jungle here, so we need to either go down or up. Let's start with down. Let's use one of these hunter potions, by the way, so we can see where our enemies are. This is what the hunter potion effect is, and it's quite good if you're looking for a specific type of enemy, like spiders or something, or a biome. Or if you just want to be like me and avoid some enemies that you've run across. Let's break our way in here, kill this turtle. Should be able to deal with them fairly easily. Just always be aware when they start spinning, because that means they're about to attack. Should be able to just throw a bunch of daggers in there and we're good. We're good. We're golden. Jungle creepers. Thankfully we got our slime mountain that allows us to jump on enemies. Quite useful for exploring, especially since you can get it so early. into hard mode. And that'll let you just kind of whittle your way through things. Strange plant. I think I passed one of those up earlier, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Let's grab these hearts. Let's just go down. I don't really want to go to the sides here, as it might take us too long. Going down is quicker because of the fact that you only have to dig 2 blocks rather than 3. So you can move down a little bit quicker than you can move to the sides. Just something to note in case you ever wanted to traverse an area quickly. If you can go down, it's a better option to go down. Let's see. We're just going through an area we've kind of already been. Let me grapple hook my way up here and grab this chlorophyte since it's here. I think we have enough chlorophyte for what I need, but we will see here. Oh, that's a mimic. Mimics become kind of priority because they can actually do a fair amount of damage. At least in my opinion. I don't like letting them free, because they can definitely take you down. If I managed to dodge one of those attacks there. Let me get on my slime mounts, not on the minecart. There we go. Go through here. Don't let this turtle do anything, really. Turtles are bad news. What do we got here? Just some more lava, and not a lot else. I think that's an archery potion, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just get rid of these tungsten bullets. It's fine. Yep, archery potion. Oh, and there goes my spelunker potion. So I said I was going to call it, and that's probably what I'll do. Let's get out of the jungle. Alright, we got a bunch of chlorophyte. Let's make some chlorophyte bars. Just make them all, might as well. What do we have to throw away? I don't really need these javelins. Let's just quick stack to nearby chests. There we go. So my chlorophyte bars, my turtle shells are here. So I can now make turtle armor, which you can see, if I go to it, it increases melee damage, but also makes enemies more likely to target you, and has very high defense. So the helmet has 21 defense, the helmet for the melee has 20 defense. So you can already tell that it has more defense by a lot. We'll make the chlorophyte normal helmet first. It has the same effect. All of the chlorophyte sets have the leaf blade effect, or leaf crystal. This one reduces my damage taken by 5%, which is pretty good. I think each piece might reduce it by 5%, I forget. Do I also have enough for the... I don't have enough for the full turtle set to show that off. Ah, what a shame. Okay, so next time I will have more life roots, I will find a Plantera bulb, and also get enough chlorophyte in my off time to finish the turtle set, so I can show that off. I'll probably be using the chlorophyte melee set, though not the turtle set, but we'll see. I'll have to think about it when I'm looking up some strategies at what people preferred. But yeah, the major thing is that we have to find a Plantera bulb. That is literally what's just preventing us from progressing any further, is we gotta find a Plantera bulb, fight Plantera, and then we can progress further. Until then, though, goodbye.